Dear CityLab teacher, my name is Tom Coppens and I am the coordinator of the CityLab project. I would like to welcome you as a campus team member on our online training site. In this introduction, I will briefly tell you something about the CityLab project itself and the purpose of this online training. The CityLab project is an EU-funded project under the Erasmus Mundus Key Action 2 program. The program aims to stimulate cooperation between higher education institutions in Europe and the partner countries in the field of innovation of education. Our project will run from 2016 to the end of 2018 and aims to promote problem-based learning as a teaching method in higher education. The project has three goals. The first one is to facilitate a transition from traditional teaching to problem-based learning. The second goal is to develop innovative solutions for urban problems and challenges. And the third goal is to reinforce the relation between higher education institutions and urban actors. Let me first say something about problem-based learning. Problem-based learning, or briefly PBL, is a teaching method that is student-oriented and aims to train autonomous and self-directional problem solvers rather than reproducers of knowledge. In PBL courses, students start from a complex real-life problem on which they have to develop and apply new knowledge to arrive at sound solutions. An existing curriculum that wants to implement a PBL philosophy needs to rethink the structure of its curriculum, the role of students and teachers, its infrastructure and facilities, and finally, its assessment and evaluation methods. The CityLab project is also about cities and urban problems. We all know the world is becoming more and more urban. Since 2007, the majority of the world's population is living in cities, and by 2050, 66% will live in an urban environment. Cities have become the place where global challenges such as climate change, mass migration, growing inequality and poverty, and depletion of natural resources are increasingly concentrated and interconnected. But at the same time, they are also the places where policies can make a difference to global challenges. The next generation of urban professionals will have to think in an integrated and interdisciplinary way about problems and solutions, rather than just applying the same old technical and disciplinary recipes. We are therefore convinced that PBL approaches in higher education will prepare our students better on the challenges cities are facing. If we want to prepare and train the urban professionals of the future, our universities need to reach out to the cities and get involved in the real-life problems cities are dealing with. This brings me to the third goal of the project. Universities can play a crucial role in a transition towards a more sustainable urban future by providing local solutions to global problems. But this requires that both in education and research, universities build a strong relationship with urban actors. The CityLab project aims to combine these goals by setting up interdisciplinary PBL modules in the university, oriented at urban problems in cooperation with real-life urban actors. These CityLab modules have to be an accredited part of a curriculum and have to be open for students of different faculties working together on complex urban problems. The experiences in the CityLab modules will be documented and the result will be presented in our final conference in Bogota. Teachers and students engaged in the CityLab module will also compete with each other as the best students of the module can present their final work in Bogota. It will be an opportunity for them to meet fellow students, teachers, and urban actors from all Latin America and Europe. So, why do we want you to follow this online training? I realize that the effort we ask is not evident. We are all hardworking professionals for which time is a scarce resource. You also might already have a lot of experience in teaching. So maybe you might have some doubts about the added value of this training. But since you are a member of one of the campus teams that is involved in organizing a PBL module in your university, we need to be sure everybody's knowledge is on the same level. The online training tries to take into account that you have little time and that the training should be of practical use to you. Therefore, we developed the online training program in 3 parts. The first part is an actual online course. The course has 8 topics you will have to complete online and on your own schedule. These 8 topics provide just the basics on PBL. They have been developed by the partners in the project as a result of the workshop in Lima. They can be seen as our understanding of PBL. To be sure you have read and understood the topic, each topic ends with some small questions. It is our aim that you actively reflect on these topics using your own professional background and experience. Think on how you can apply and implement some of the basic theories in the improvement of your own PBL module. If you complete the 8 topics, you will receive a certificate of attendance. The second part are examples and background reading material, for those who want more information on a certain topic. It's up to you to decide if you use this material. Not all examples are transferable to your university, simply because the context in your university might be totally different. Use them wise as inspiration, not as a cookbook on how to develop PBL. The third part is the PBL experience. We will ask you to document your own experience on the development of your module. Therefore, we have set up a blog on which you can upload preparatory documents, minutes, activities, intermediate results, videos, photos, and drawings of your PBL module. We will ask you to run a workshop with your colleagues, a PBL cafe as we call it, and also document your results. As these results will be open to all partners, the PBL blogs can act as a learning network where we can learn from each other. So, I hope I have clarified the goals of this project and the reason why we want you to participate in this online training. I realize that the success of this project depends on your collaboration, and I would like to thank you for your time, knowledge, and effort you put in the project. I wish you a pleasant learning experience.